Good morning everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84. I'm just doing sort of possibly the last tour of the year, as I'll be bringing them inside at the end of September. Here's a quick tour of my tropical and exotic fruit plants, the non-hardy ones that I put outside in the summer. This is the end of August tour. Just going to see how they've all been doing. This is my star fruit, or carambola. This has made quite a good recovery. We had a lot of cold winds in June and July which really knocked it back, but seems to have picked up quite well as August weather's been quite nice. There's plenty of leaves on it, so it should be fine over winter. My longan has put on a lot of new growth and is putting out another flush now, so that seems to have done well outside in the sun, so I think the roots will be quite well established. Tucked away at the back on the left is a yellow cherry or strawberry guava, the yellow variety. Not doing very well. Bought it as a sort of a seedling plant, and the moral story is you're better off to buy more mature plants with better roots. Have got more chance of establishing. Next to it is a pink guava, again looking a bit sickly. I'm trying to keep it in the shade so that it hopefully recovers. Let's move this underneath here. Behind there is my my avocado, which I just grew from a stone. That's doing nicely outside, probably well over a foot now. That's this year's. Now my strawberry cherry guava is doing very well. Lots of new growth on it still. These are so much tougher than the normal tropical guavas. Grow like weeds apparently in their natural habitat in Hawaii. So I'm fully expecting, if this survives winter, to get flowers on this next year. Behind it is one of my seed growing, these are cherimoyas. This one that's from the custard apple family, doing very well. I've pruned quite a lot of the tips off them because they were getting too tall to put them inside. Here's the second one here. And that's well over 7 feet tall, so I've taken the top off now, so hopefully it'll bush out more. Haven't had any problems overwintering those in the house. The purple passion flower, Passiflora edulis, hasn't really done anything this summer. I think the reason was the roots had rotted off, and they're probably starting to recover now, but it's not really growing. I mean, it should have been 6 feet tall by now, so that's not been the most successful experiment. What is doing very well is my loquat seedlings. These were all sown literally probably about 3 months ago, I suppose. So obviously they've got to, I've repotted them once. Already got roots coming out the bottom of them, so they're doing extremely well. They take a few years to reach maturity, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not in any hurry with those, but I can always give them away or sell them off. There's another guava behind there. That's the variety Stone Ruby. Still don't know if that's a yellow or white fleshed or pink guava, because I haven't been able to find that variety listed anywhere, but it's doing nice now. Once they get to a certain size, they seem to pick up very well. This one here is, I think this is an Atimoya, this one. Let me have a look at the label. Oh, this is an Annona cherimola. This is the variety Madeira. Start to grow now and get established, so I think we're going to be okay with this one. Sometimes they're a bit weedy in the first year or two. Behind it is my mountain papaya. That's this one's a Babaco. That's really been growing well this summer, and has actually, if I can just get this behind here, has actually set some fruits. I don't know if we can see those or not. It sets some fruits. I've no idea if they would grow to an edible size here, because again our summer's coming to the end, so it's quite likely they'll turn yellow and drop off, but it was still satisfying to see some fruit growth on them. Moving round the other side, tucked away behind here, small pomegranate. That will obviously stay out all winter. And behind it is my rose apple. Looking pretty healthy, hasn't grown much this summer, but looking in good condition, so I don't think we have any problems here. Now here's another, this is an Atimoya, this one. This is Gefner, quite a well-known variety. That's a little bit different to the Cherimola, and not smooth skin like the Cherimoya, so that's got to a good size. In the shade here is a Sapodilla, or I think it's Chico. That's putting on another flush of new growth now. Very slow growing, but these are evergreen, so again, shouldn't be any real problem keeping them alive inside. Back there is my kumquat. Still got fruits on it, which has been holding for 6 months now, and I picked one off the other day and it was had a nice sweet skin on it. My lychee, that was the one that was broken off at the graft when I received it, so this is just a seedling rootstock. Nevertheless, it's quite vigorous and it's still putting out another batch of flush of new growth now, so we'll keep that going. Now in front here I've got my young, this is one of the 2 jackfruits that I grew from seed. This is quite a long spindly one. They were sown last year, and here's another one here. Really tough to grow these here. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's the wrong soil or the minerals and salts in the water, or if it got leaf scorch, or it's just been too cold outside even now summer, but I've really struggled, but they're still fighting to stay alive, so keep our fingers crossed that they keep going. Tucked away at the back here in the shade and growing really nicely is my ice cream bean. That's Inga edulis. That's been doing very nicely this summer. No real problems with it. I can see it's got a little bit of mealy bug on it, so I'll have to deal with that before I bring it inside with some neem oil or something similar. This is my largest guava. I've had this one maybe 18 months or 2 years now. I actually bought it as a small plant. Done very well this summer. Seems to be happy outside in the summer months. I believe it's a white fleshed guava, so I'm presuming it'll either have a pale green skin or a light creamy yellow skin. If it stays alive, I expect to see flowers on that next year. My small mango, this is the Canarian mango, the variety is Gomera. Not a grafted plant. Hasn't really done much this summer. I was expecting to grow more, but I think the cold winds in June when I put it outside hit it badly. That's a lychee here. This is Kwai Mai Pink. It's put out 1 leaf this summer. Not very impressive really. Again, not a very strong looking plant. That came from Canarius. Got a small long one here that I've had for a couple of years and never done a thing. Hasn't died. Get the occasional leaf come out on it and then nothing further happens, so that's been a little bit of a disappointment. This is a grafted mango, varieties Keat. Has actually had flowers on it, which has been enjoyable to see. They'll be finished soon and dying off, but it was still nevertheless nice to see some flowers on it, and has had 1 flush of growth this summer. You can see the lighter green leaves, so hopefully the roots are establishing. My lime, which seems to be making recovery, suffered root rot and I had to cut it right back and repot it, but I've kept it on the dry side and the leaves that are on it are looking fairly green now, so again I have to be careful not to overwater that in winter, but looks like it's going to make a reasonable recovery. Just moving over the other side to my last 2. Here is my regular papaya, Carica papaya. Don't know which, don't know what variety it is, it's not a named one, but this one's about 18 inches tall now. It's looking quite good, so hopefully I can keep that going over winter. And final tropical fruit is my grapefruit. This one's has actually set, hard to see in the sun, has actually set quite a few grapefruits on it. Naturally there's been quite a bit of fruit drop, and I wouldn't expect it to hold fruits, it's too small, but I'll leave what's on there for the time being just to see if by any chance any survive. But it's probably got about 20 embryo fruits on it at the moment. It's a little bit difficult to film with the sun filtering through the plants. But anyway, that's just a quick run through of my what I call my proper true exotic and tropical fruits, all the tender ones pretty much that I have to keep inside. But I thought I'd do a run through because probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks I'll have to find room for them in the house, which is going to be a challenge. But thanks for watching, everybody. That's the all looking fairly healthy in our late summer sunshine. Strawberry guava's far and away the best, doing the best, and I guess the star fruit's doing nicely as well. But thanks for watching. Welcome to like. You can share the video if you want to. Welcome to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done. Hit the bell if you'd like to future notifications to see if I can keep them alive over winter. Thanks for watching. It's Brett out for now, and I'll catch you all up with you all in the next video.